When we do our videos, our goal is to inform you, and hopefully we can gain wisdom as a community. We've done several what we need to do with cash videos, and some of those can help any income bracket, and some of those kind of lean towards buying precious metals and things like that, which can be very costly. Well, today we're going to talk about 3 things that we should all be doing. Every one of us can do. It's very, very simple with our cash, with our money. We live in a very volatile market. Our economy is just on the brink, and we'll talk about a little bit of that. But ultimately, 3 things that we could be doing with our cash right now. And I promise you, it will set you up for a little bit better situation as we go through the volatility of the market, the volatility of the world, and also as we ebb and flow here in America. Let's jump into it right now. This video is going to be a good one. It starts right now.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.
Hey guys, welcome to the Max. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, go down here, press subscribe, ring the bell, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. That's okay, but let us know what you think about this video. This video is really based on common sense, things that your grandmother probably would have told you. It's nothing awesome, it's nothing magical, it's nothing provocative. It's just simply the nuts and bolts of making sure your money is safe. So let's just discuss it together in 3 points. Now, before we start, I want to let you know we're going to be doing our giveaway at the very end of this video. This is our June giveaway. Every month we give away gifts to our subscribers, people who are subscribed to this channel, people who are subscribed to the Max Life channel, and basically once a month we're just going to give you something saying thank you for being subscribed to the Max and the Max Life. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Leave us a comment saying I'm subscribed. That will get you in the drawing for next month, and we give these things away every month. We actually have 2 giveaways for this month, so we're going to be giving away 1 in just a few more weeks. So let's jump into the video, and then at the end we will tell you who won the giveaway for June. So our economy, we just crossed over $32 trillion in debt. The Biden administration has spent double what the Trump administration has spent in the same amount of time. Now, that's not a pass for Trump. He spent too much too. We have a spending problem in America, which is putting us in a volatility when it comes to our economy. I love when people say, oh, we need to tax the rich. Do you realize if we taxed every billionaire, if we taxed every billionaire that's in America, their net worth would put them around $5 trillion if you got all their money. So it's an astronomical amount that you can't even fathom anymore. The only way to fix that is we have to learn to cut spending and quit blowing money as a country. But because of the volatility of the country, because America has lost its way financially, it's caused us to be more stressed and strained. Think of interest, think of inflation, think of all the things that we deal with, and the cost of goods, it's went up. Since the 70s. In the 70s, 1 income family could make it. Mom stay home with children, take care of the home, and dad can work. That was in the 1970s. Average family did that. Over 50% of families did that. In today's economy, 2020 to 2023, we have went up the cost of goods, the cost of living 1,000%, over 1,000%, based on the homes costing more, based on automobiles costing more, the cost of living such as groceries and just the basic necessities, over 1,000%. The money of salaries, the income, with 2 members of the family working now versus the 70s with 1. Same statistics is showing that it's went up around 600% with 2 parents working. 1 more family member from the household into the workforce, and we're still way under the cost of living and cost of goods and the skyrocketing amount of our economy and what it's cost us. A lot of that's going back to the gold standard. A lot of that's the spending that we shouldn't be doing. But I digress. Let's jump into what we need to be doing with our cash right now because of volatility that we've seen with America. So number 1, you have to get on a budget and start paying down your debt. So most of the time we would say, hey, you look at investments, look at precious metals, look at Bitcoin, look at all these things. Well, all those things cost us money. Well, let's just get down to the nuts and bolts. If you are an average American and say you're making anywhere from $50,000 to $75,000 in your home, say you're making way less than that because you're on a fixed income on Social Security or you're in retirement. There's no way that you can survive and be independent without just spending more and more and more money. You can't borrow anymore. We're done. So you have to say, okay, I'm done spending money on debts. I'm done spending extra money that we shouldn't be spending right now. So we're going to tighten our budget and we're going to get out of debt. So you need to label your debts and take your extra money right now and take the extra money that you build in discretionary funds and building a budget and realize we don't need to do that. We need to make the sacrifices and get out of debt. Number one is paying down your debt. This is no joke. This is common sense. But I have to say it because so many people don't do it. They pay the minimums, or they default on their debts, or they're still buying stuff on credit cards just because they want the airline miles. That's a bunch of garbage. Please get away from that. You have to learn to put yourself on a budget, sacrifice some things, and get out of debt. One of the best independent moves you can make with your cash, with your money, is being debt-free or being to a point where you can work with your debt. So if you have a home, a mortgage, you know, a lot of people have mortgages, and that's okay. We want you to have a home. But if you have consumer debt, if you have these random credit cards, if you have all this extra expenditures that you shouldn't be doing just because you want to eat out a little extra this week, or you want to buy these clothes, or you like to shop on Amazon, or you like these airline miles, you're making mistakes. Don't put yourself in a point where you're so indebted that you have to do whatever it takes to keep the income flowing in. If your income is struggling, inflation's going up, interest rates are going up, the best thing to do is get out of debt. So try to put the stuff on paper, start finding extra money, make the sacrifices, take on a side hustle. We can make tons of money literally selling stuff on Facebook, doing surveys online. Find some other way that you can save money, get on a budget, and start paying down your debt. That would be number one. Number two, where else can we put our money safe? If you have money in the bigger banks, the national banks, the banks that don't even know who you are, I say take it out. This is just my opinion. You could do whatever you want to do with it. But I would challenge you to put money, if you're going to put it in a bank, put it in a local federal credit union or a local bank. The ones that you know. Now here's the kicker. With local banks and regional banks, they're the ones getting hit the hardest in this bank crisis. However, if we keep funneling money to these national banks, that's going to give them more power and more say over who we are, what we do, and how we spend our money. Also, they're involved in a lot of this ideology that is causing a lot of these issues. So the Fed, the agendas of this global movement, a lot of these national banks are in that. So I would challenge you to look at some local banks, some strong local banks. Most of them will give you some kind of public access report showing the strength of their bank. I would challenge you to look at those banks. If you can go in a local federal credit union or a local bank and you can see the president, you can see the vice president, you can see the board sitting there, you can see people who do community with you, I would challenge you to put your money there, not in the other banks. Now here's another thing. I wouldn't put any more than 3 to 6 months of expenses in a bank. I just wouldn't. So for someone who has tons and tons and tons of money, this video is probably not for you. We've talked about other videos of what we're doing with our cash on a different scale. But this is for the ones who are just trying to live paycheck to paycheck, trying to find money to pay the debts, trying to find what we should do with our cash and the volatility. I would say first, pay your debts. Secondly, put 3 to 6 months of expenses or up to 3 to 6 months expenses in a local bank and a local federal credit union. Somebody that you think you can trust. Is all banks safe? We don't know that. But I do honestly believe if we put our money there in a checking account that you can access with a check or with a debit card, I think that's going to be the safest. It's not tangible, but it's to a point where you can get it out as quick as possible than going to a national bank and you're just a number. Third place I would put my cash, and this is something I truly believe in. I'm doing all these things, by the way. I don't have any other consumer debt now. We've paid ours down because we wanted to follow a strict budget. But when it comes to number 3, where can I put my money? I would stockpile cash, and I'd stockpile it either in your home or a safe location. Now, if you have, hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions, again, this is not for you. But I would say whatever you have in the bank, you need to have at least that or more sitting at a location that's secure. If it be your home, if it be a safe, if it be another location that you can trust somebody with. I just think it's wise to have my money. If I can't tangibly hold it, then I don't tangibly own it. Now, the biggest push against holding cash is, well, the dollar's falling, it's gonna crash. What are you gonna do with that worthless paper? Well, to be honest with you, remember a few things. Do I believe the dollar will crash? I do honestly believe that. I don't believe it's right now, but I do believe that the dollar will crash. However, and the signs kind of show that, because our economy is going to struggle. but they have the power of the purse. They have the power of printing more dollars. They have the power to control interest, control inflation. So no matter what kind of currency that we have, they're manipulating it either way. With gold, I believe in physical gold. We keep gold here, absolutely. Physical gold is key, but physical gold does cost. Most times, minimals are $5,000 to $10,000, unless you're buying it from a local pawn shop or so. So if I'm telling you economically, we are fixed on a fixed budget, we're struggling financially, what can I do with my cash to make sure it's safe? My goal, and a strictly opinion, is we need to pay off our debts. We need to get on a strict budget, find the excess money, and put on our debts. We need to be out of debt. That is one major way that you can put your money up. Things that you owe money on. Because if you can pay it off, then you own it. If you can pay off your house or you can pay off your car, you own it. It's a source of independence there. If you have credit cards, cut them up and pay them off. Number two, put them in local banks that you can trust. Does it mean that you can trust them always? No, but it does mean you have better access to your money than if it was in a Wells Fargo or a Bank of America. Thirdly, stockpile cash. Put cash at your home or in a secure location. I want to be where I can turn around and utilize it if I ever need to. Say the dollar doesn't fall right now, but say the economy falls. Say we have a massive storm that comes through. Say we have a power outage or a grid problem or an internet issue. All those things have been talked about in the mainstream, not just on the fringes here. In the mainstream, some of those things are talked about because we're worried about cybersecurity. Well, if all of a sudden the internet goes down, the power goes down, there's no form of money other than gold, bartering, commodities, or cash. Without that, your Bitcoin, your credit card, or your money that's in a bank or in a money market account is going to serve you no purpose. You can't move money if you don't have the internet or you don't have a way to get to it. So physically, put some cash up. And again, will the dollar fall? Probably. But until it does, cash is still king. I can't begin to tell you how important it is to make sure that you have independence from debt, having some cash. It will give you a feeling that emotionally that we need. We need that stability. We need that emotional release from the anxiety that we feel each and every day. I turn on the news every morning, there's some kind of issue with, are we going into recession? Is the market going to fall today? Is the banking going to have a crisis? Are we going to see the dollar fall? Is our currency worthless? Are BRICS going to make this new currency? Are we seeing all the movements of this? It's anxiety, it's stress. But if we don't have debt, we've put money locally, the money that we have, we don't want to put it all in one place, not all your eggs in one basket. And then we start looking at things like cash that we can turn around and utilize real quick in a parallel society that nobody knows other than the buyer and the seller. It's a big deal. Now, this video should go with other videos. Once you start doing these steps, then you need to look at things like precious metals. You need to look at things like self-defense items and securing your home and making sure that you're growing as much food or stockpiling as much food as you can. We have tons of videos on that. Check those out in our finance playlist or our stockpile must-haves. But any and every person could take this common sense approach in paying off debt, putting money up in local banks, 3 to 6 months expenses or less, and then turn around and stockpiling cash, making sure that it is tangible, you can move it real quick, buy what you need, and get back home safe. I hope this video helps. Let me know what you think about it. Common sense approach, probably your grandma would have told you this, so it's nothing eye-opening other than a common sense approach to your money. Now, before we end, let's talk about who won and what we're actually giving away this month. We're giving away homemade lye soap that we personally have made. Every smell, it's about $100 value of all the soaps that we're going to be giving you, and we're going to be sending it to you. These are all natural soaps. We believe in a sustainable body, sustainable life, making good choices with our food and also what we put on our body. So these soaps are all natural. It comes in several different fragrances based on essential oils or things right off our farm. So the winner of this month's giveaway is Anna McCosker. I think I got that name right. Anna McCosker. You won the giveaway for June. Again, we're gonna have another one in the next few weeks, but you won this giveaway. We're gonna be reaching out to you. If you could also reach out to us, email us if you want to, or find us on Facebook, You can comment on the YouTube video, but it would be kind of hard to find you, so try to email us. We want to get your address and send this to you. People, please know we actually give a lot of stuff away each and every month because we want to say thank you for watching our channel. So make sure you are subscribed to both channels. We're going to be giving away another one in just about 2 weeks, right at the end of the month, and then again so forth for every month going forward. We're going to be giving away things. Some things cost $50, some are $100, some are $500. We're going to be giving something away each and every month, and it doesn't cost you anything other than being subscribed to the channels. And thank you for watching. We hope this video does help. It's a common sense approach to finances and money. So simple that a kindergartner probably could tell you the same thing, or your great-grandmother probably told you this. But sometimes when you hear it and hear it over and over, then it might start making sense. We might start making changes financially for our families to live sustainably, independent, and have the freedom we want. God bless. Happy Homestead, y'all.
Even if the sky is falling